Hello, welcome to another Becoming a Modern Man. We are playing our black-green Evolutionary Zombies deck once again, and this time we're playing against a blue-white control deck, which is a bit of a brew in itself, I think, if I remember rightly. But yeah, here's our opener. Got a Bloodghast, a couple of Trolls, Gatekeeper, and an Evolutionary Leap. We're going to be on the play. Hand seems fine. Shame we don't have one, but never mind. Catacombs, get another turn 2. We draw into a Gross Messenger. I'm going to drop the Troll. I was going to try to, unfortunately get spell snared. Kind of wish I'd played the Bloodghast instead, but we've got another Troll. And yeah, running out the Troll would have been good. We could have pitched a Bloodghast to it and then hopefully we'd get a land and then put that into play. So that would have been good value for us. But yeah, unfortunately. As I say, my opponent's playing a bit of this blue-white control deck, which is nice to see. And yeah, he drops the Jace, which I don't really hold up a great deal of hope of this card being good in Modern. It's also really expensive, so I'm not going to be able to test it out, I don't think, anytime soon. But yeah, not a card I can really see doing great things in Modern, but I might be wrong. Obviously worth testing out. We run out the Gross Messenger because it's the best thing we can do with the mana available, pretty much. And loots, drops planes into the yard. Oops, sorry, we're lagging. There we go. Okay, so and then drops a Hallowed Fountain into play tapped. I think we're just going to okay, our opponent passes on it, upkeep. It's a little annoying, but we've still got plenty of gas in our hand. I'm going to run out the Troll, pitch the Bloodghast to it, and then get it back by playing a land. And then we just... I mean, we could have Gatekeeper instead to get rid of the Vryn, Jace Vryn Prodigy, but I'm not too worried about it really at the moment. Loots again. Then main phases a Thirst for Knowledge, which seems a little odd. I assume that's the card he drew as well, given that he could have done that first and then looted and flipped his Jace. So he drops an Iona into the back from the graveyard, so he might be a gift deck, I guess. And then there's a couple more Jaces in the yard as well. Draw Angler, though. I suppose we can cast it anyway, but for a considerable amount of mana, unfortunately. I'm going to be able to tap for 5 here. I'm going to use my Gatekeeper of Malakir here to kill off the Jace now. And then we can just leave up the mana, and we've got mana to use Evolutionary Leap, and then we've got mana to regenerate a lot less Troll as well, if needs be, though as far as we've seen our opponent's blue-white, so it doesn't look like he's going to be killing our guys that way. I suppose he could have a Supreme Verdict though, so yeah, good to keep up with the regen mana. Lagging again. Get a new laptop, I think. We've got an old game there going. Okay, so let's close that and get back to this. So yeah, okay. So I've missed a bit there. So what happened? Front correct Flooded Strand has a Water Grave, so he obviously has a black splash in here. But that might just be for Unburial Rites if he's a gift stack. Just in case he needs to hard cast it. Didn't really do a great deal. We attack, then we get rid of the Bloodghast because we've got a land to get it back, and we draw into a Putrid Leech, which I think we're probably going to add to the board. So yeah, we get our Bloodghast back in the forest. I end up not playing the Putrid Leech, I think potentially just so we can pump our Lot Less Troll, which might be the winning play now that our opponent's down in 5. One plays Gifts, which is interesting. See if he can actually stop us from winning here. Okay, so he gets an Elashnon and the Unburial. So Elashnon's coming to get us. I can pitch my Putrid Leech to the Lot Less Troll. That way we've got a 4/3, so he doesn't die. And then we can actually translate these other 2 creatures that will die to Elashnon into cards in hand, which we can either use to pump up the Lot Less Troll or just find more creatures that will be useful. And basically thin our deck, I suppose, as well. So it's all good. And the Geralf's Messenger, which is nice because that can actually live through the Elashnon, and it will drop our opponent's life total by 4, so we can drop them all the way down to 1 with that. So that's really the card we want to see. And get another Geralf's Messenger, we can actually just kill him. So I'm going to drop the Geralf's Messenger, which immediately dies and then comes back with Undying. And then what do we do here? I think about running out the Angler and then I don't. I think I probably should have done actually. I think he ends up running out a blocker. I mean a second creature, which gives him a blocker, so I can't just attack through to win, which is kind of what I was planning on doing. Yeah, I think in hindsight we probably just should have run out the Angler, which would have been a 3/3. Yeah, so our opponent plays Ojutai's Command, nice. And he returns Rin's Prodigy to the battlefield, and I think he gains 4 life here to go back up to 5, which leaves him in a better position life-wise. Attacks with Elashnon, which has Vigilance. I could have actually blocked and regen there, which would have been a better idea, just to save the life, but I wasn't too concerned about my life total. Fortunately we top deck the Maelstrom Pulse, which solves all our problems really. So I can just kill off this Elashnon and finish off the game. I feel like we probably could have played it a bit better, and then either way I suppose we could have eventually tutored into another Geralf's Messenger, which I would hope would have kind of pushed us the right way, but yeah, finding the answer to kill off the Elashnon was the most important thing really. So from blocks we can pitch another creature to our Lot, which will trample over and kill him. So yeah, it was a fun matchup against, well actually this is just game 1, isn't it? But yeah, it's a fun game, and we actually got to use the Evolutionary Leap with Lot Less Troll very effectively, which was very cool. Let's go into game 2, see how this works out. So we've got Bop, Evolutionary Leap, Gravecrawler, Bloodghast, which is pretty nice. That's a lot of the cards we want. A Relic here, which I think came out of the sideboard. I put Spellbomb in instead now, just because obviously we don't want to wreck our own graveyard, but obviously Relic well, Graveyard Hate in general is useful against gift decks, so that's the main reason I have that. Gravecrawler here is going to, I think, get Celestial Purged if I remember rightly. Sorry about the lag here, sorry. Yeah, so we get here on our Gravecrawler. A little annoying. I run out Relic and the Bop. I could run out the Bloodghast instead, but I thought we might as well get that down now while it can't be countered to avoid him getting the owner or an Echelon onto the battlefield, which would cause us a lot of problems. So we're going to fetch up an Overgrown Tomb here and just run out the book with, and then we can sort of get things going with this Evolutionary and the Bloodghast, ideally. Once spell snares the Bloodghast, which is entirely fine. Glad I led with it. Although we have 2 Evolutionary Leaps. Spell snare out of our opponent's graveyard and Evolutionary Leap. Opponent has a Path to Exile for the Bloodghast, which is unfortunate, but just let us up a land, which hopefully we'll see as well. Hopefully we can draw a creature, which we can. So we can play Gorose Messenger. Now I've got mana up to use Evolutionary Leap on it if needs be. I'll play another Colonnade. Just going to leave here end of turn to give me some more resources, and then we've also got a 4/3 to attack with next turn. We find a Putrid Leech with that. Okay, so it was good. I'm not sure how good Abrupt Decay is in this matchup, probably not that great, given that our opponent doesn't have a ton of permanents, but it does kill Jace, which could get annoying, I imagine. And play a Putrid Leech, but our opponent uses Ojutai's command to counter the spell and then draw a card, which is nice. Backs like a little bit of a Cryptic there. Still not as good as Cryptic, but still a good card. There's a Detention Sphere, which is going to use to target the Evolutionary Leap, which is fine. Don't really have anything to say about that. Though we can Abrupt Decay that end of turn, which is what I'm going to do. My opponent Celestial Purges the Gorose Messenger in response, so we can't get the value out of sacking it. Which again is fine, really. Very convenient, given that we're actually very low on creatures. Opponent tries to pass it, which seems kind of pointless, really, because we're definitely going to use Evolutionary Leap on it now, which we might have done anyway. And that finds us an Angler, which unfortunately we don't have an easy way to cast at the moment, but it's fine. So yeah, path does nothing apart from force to sack. Then use yard. Plays a Thirst for Knowledge, which I don't think drops anything relevant into the graveyard. No, just a few lands. And then he plays a Jace. Abrupt Decay the Jace. Then probably should just attack first anyway, because it's very unlikely he was going to block. Draw Thoughtseize, but with 1 card in hand I'm not too concerned about what he's got. Attack with Messenger, this time he's going to activate a Colonnade. I could have just traded off, I guess, instead. Leaped my guy rather than trading, but I kind of want to get rid of his Celestial Colonnade. I think that'll be useful. And we also have an Angler to follow up with, which is bigger than Colonnade, which, again, Thoughtseize, seeing our opponent's last card is another Colonnade. It's kind of annoying, we're not going to be able to run out of those very easily, but yeah, like I say, Angler outsizes it, so that's positive for us. So as long as he doesn't have a removal spell for that. Gifts, which is interesting. I know that the other card in his hand is Colonnade, so it's going to be interesting to see what he actually ends up fetching up. Okay, so our opponent puts a Path to Exile, Timely Reinforcements, Lone Missionary, and the Sun Titan. So some very interesting cards in there. Fortunately, given that I know he only has access to 2 mana, I can just pick out the cards that he can't cast. So I'm dropping Path into the graveyard and Lone Missionary, and he can have Timely Reinforcements and Sun Titan, and I know he can't cast either of those, so those perhaps weren't the perfect choices. I don't know the contents of his deck, but yeah, that leaves him dead to my Angle's attack next turn. And so yeah, our opponent concedes. So yeah, this was a pretty fun matchup, a good test of the deck against a nice little brew from our opponent as well. And yeah, worked out pretty positively in general. Nothing I was too unhappy with really. Yeah, worked out pretty well.